back together. I sit here in command. Past troubles now are all forgot. The science station's man. Our Vulcan's back in action. His duty at his post. And all is as it once was. Well, then again almost. The ship is new and more than fast, exploring world to world. But a voice is raised out from the past. It comes each time we war.
A ship? Out of danger?
Addressing him, I say, you saved the ship. His face goes blank, his eyebrows raise. He stares at me and says,
I have been, and ever shall be, your friend. Jim, name is Jim.
First time that it happened, I figured it a fluke. He's had a year's recovery, not certified a kook. The fleet has said he's good as new, I have no room to doubt. Yet each time we pass sublight speed, those phrases still come out. He's my friend, we all know that, and by my side he'll be. So I guess I'll try to humor him, and maybe soon he'll see
that the ship's out of danger.
Addressing him, we yell, you saved the ship. Again, blank-faced, his brows will raise. He'll turn to me and say,
I have been, never shall be, your friend.
Jim, your name is Jim. Jim, your name is Jim. Jim, your name is Jim. I know my name is Jim. Lead rips the tunic, blood stains the wool. Still I stand here staring at the wound like a fool. What changed the order of these people's lives? What of the prime directive when it's guns versus knives? Cocked is the hammer, aim now with care. Fire at the target, no time to spare. Fight for your freedom, best not to cower. Ruthless equation, balance of power. Flintlocks and powder, the villagers flaunt. The hill people struggle, keeping watch, growing gaunt. Quivers and arrows, stones and a sling. No match for gunshot, the fury it can bring. Cocked is the hammer, aim now with care. Fire at the target, no time to spare. Fight for your freedom, best not to cower. Ruthless equation, balance of power. What then of Eden? The serpent looms a coil. The villagers and hill folk fight our war on their soil. Blatant interference, directive disobeyed. By balancing the power, I must bear the lives betrayed. Cocked is the hammer, aim now with care. Fire at the target, no time to spare. Fight for your freedom, best not to cower. Ruthless equation, balance of power, balance of power.
Issued me my tunic, and the color is blood red. And every time I close my eyes, I see an open tomb. They told me to report to the transporter room. I am in trouble. I'm security. I am in trouble. I'm security. Down to the planet with our weapons set on stun. I know my tour is over quite before it has begun. The doctor charge back, which will surprise them and we'll win. I'm crouched here waiting for a signal to begin. I am in trouble. I'm security. I am in trouble. I'm security. I've got a bright idea now. If only it will work. If I can be the one behind our crazy Captain Kirk. I'm ready and determined, and my phaser's set to kill. I'll get him in the back as we charge down the hill. I am in trouble. I'm security. 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 Ooh, I am in trouble.
The summer suns light the howling at night. The blood of friends spilled on the sand. A mate's unquick death. She breathes her last breath and dies as I cling to her hand. Mere mortals you be, the truth you can't see. You think you are right, for you've won. But what stories they'll tell of the rising from hell long after our battle is done. It is better to reign was my answer that day, and you chose out a hell and you cast us away. I'll not let you believe yourself better than me. That's a fleeting illusion at best. So let the years churn by. I'll wait for the time when you will beg me for your death. But another sundown, with me still held bound, so turns past another slow year. But my patience is long, and revenge a sweet song that I sing to the gods who might hear. No, I sing so that Satan might hear. Oh, I howl and my brother will hear.
A soldier on the fields of Rome, struck down I fell but did not die. Time and time again I rose to ask the gods I'd angered why. Through centuries of time I roam, plagued by this intrusive thought. What is the purpose of my life when all else ends in ruin and rot? Fortunes I have lost and won, seen worlds and cities rise and fall. But watching lovers age and die must be the cruelest loss of all. And when at last it seemed I'd found the answer to my lonely years, I saw guided by my own love and fear. Why did the cruel fate send you here in all your young aggressive pride? Why did I seek emotion found in she who should have been my bride? It seems that now the gods relent. Immortal I shall be no more. You say my weariness shall end. I die upon this distant shore. It seems my weariness shall end. I die upon this distant shore.
I've learned to fashion barriers that hide my mother's hand. For early on I made the choice to walk on logic's path. Until today I've kept my mother's gift within me deep. These alien emotions that sing softly in my sleep. But on this side of paradise I can let my feelings show. And on this side of paradise there's emotions I don't know. And the shapes I see up in the clouds, they were not there before. And on this side of paradise my heart's an open door. Now I know that I can love you, run my fingers through your hair. And as I gently kiss you, all my feelings come aware. Yes, I love you, my sweet Layla. Perhaps all along I did. But 6 years ago on earth, I kept it in me deeply hid. And on this side of paradise, I have let my feelings show. But on this side of paradise, there is no desire to grow. And although I see the beauty of the rainbows in the sky, could it be this side of paradise is nothing but light? I wipe the tears now from your face. We knew it couldn't last. I cannot show emotions just as you can't face the past. Since this path was of my choosing, I must live the life that's mine. But I bring with me the memories of a love so rare and fine. Yes, on that side of paradise I could let my feelings show. And on that side of paradise were emotions I now know. But there are no shapes up in the clouds, no rainbows like before. And on that side of paradise there is happiness no more.
would your spirit find? Your anger and frustration beat against me time on time. How can I make you understand? I do not know the signs. How captors take you out again to batter and to flay, then bring you back to see if I will take your pain away. You cannot know the price I pay to take your pain inside. Identity is stripped away, your feelings override. When your soul should answer me, it lies caged within your mind. If you could look beyond the flesh, what would your spirit find? The hours pass in torment, I grow weaker with each blow. The suffering is bitter, still I cannot tell you no. Until that final testing time when you must live or die. How can I make a choice like that? Let death take your eye. You cannot know the price I pay to take your pain inside. Identity is stripped away, your feelings override. And when your soul should answer me, it lies caged within your mind. If you could look beyond the flesh, what would your spirit find? I feel your need reach out for me beyond the fear and pain. You're closer now than kin to me, I recognize your claim. I do not understand this game our captors choose to play. I cannot buy my life with yours, I will take your death away. You cannot know the price I pay to take your pain inside. Identity is stripped away, your feelings override. And when your soul should answer me, it lies caged within your mind. If you could look beyond the flesh, what would your spirit
The silent nights get lonely. The daydreams go away. I'm left with only night dreams and little left to say. My quarters dark and empty, a fortress made of glass, seems shattered all too gently. for I'm up to my ass
In Tribbles every place but here their voices fill the air. Little furry faces gaze at you from everywhere. So far they've caused a major brawl, a traitor's suicide. Klingons cleared this quadrant fast because they're on our side. As captain I am quite obliged to suffer this with cheer. But after just one baby boom, the bridge is never clear. Of Tribbles in the engine room, poor Scotty's at wit's end. Just when we think we've found the last, they reproduce again. They're eating all our foods, our clothes, cosmetics, lubricants. The turbo lifts are choked with little uncles, little aunts. There's nowhere we can run to that isn't overrun. They always come in families, there's no such thing as one. Now Spock is trying very hard to study them his best. He keeps requesting more when all we want are less. Tribbles in our toiletries, in our toilets as well. And if I had God's power, I would damn the lot too. Well, a life of sweet sterility as keychains, powder pops, as doorknot warmers, catnip toys, thin cushions, false fur cuffs. But life is back at half-life speed. We're back on normal course. The Tribbles have been mailed away to the Klingons' great remorse.
But beneath my pillow, late at night, I feel a tuft of fur. Just as I think, oh God, it can't be. I hear the telltale purr.
Of Tribbles, will they ever leave, or can we ever win? It's really just beginning when I thought it was the end.
Oh, take it, Uhura.
As I waited in the crewman's lounge, I felt old memories stir, and glancing towards the windows, I found that there you were. Though your hull was scarred and battered, you had dignity and grace. You'll always be the finest ship that ever went to space. Lost love and old rival deep within the heart, we all answer to the melody of which we are a part. The tears I could not weep filled my eyes like bitter rain, and hope leapt up with longing and some half-forgotten pain. For you bore the part that hero spent came back to me with pride. Accomplishments and failures too that shaped me deep inside. You were my first assignment and the lost love I regret. But no matter where life leads me now, I never will forget. Lost love and old rival deep within the heart. We all answer to the melody of which we are a part. Lost love and old rival deep within the heart. We all answer to the melody of which we are a part.
As I stepped up out of the temple, I saw her standing there. With her long dark hair, I couldn't help stare at the Indian maiden fair. She knelt before me, I didn't understand. I couldn't remember, and I was a stranger in her land. She took me by the hand and led me to her people. They were quick to call me their god. My memory failed me, so I couldn't deny it. And except for the girl I felt odd, she was dark Miramannee, daughter of the chief. And when I was with her was the only time I didn't feel grief. Her father had spoken of the violent weather that approached every year at this time. Since I rose from the temple and I married his daughter, to dissolve all their faith was a crime. But I couldn't remember, it came only in my dreams. Familiar faces and a ship that always gleamed. The day finally came and they sent me to the temple. When I couldn't get in, my fear swelled. Miramannee soon arrived and her people did follow. As they started to stone us, I yelled, "Don't hurt Miramannee!" Tried to shield her from the pain, but I couldn't hold them off and my strength began to wane. Out of nowhere they appeared, the people from my dreams. The tribe took off in great haste. My memory restored, Miramannee lay there dying. What this starship captain now faced was the death of a lover, the likes I'd never had before. We went into the temple, and the blue flame soared. It put an end to the weather, and left the planet in peace. But the sacrifice was high, and my lady, she died in my arms. Yes, the sacrifice was high, I couldn't even say goodbye. Miramannee.
Charlie tried to be polite, but Charlie couldn't control his fear, nor yet distinguish wrong from right, nor laughter for fun from a jeer. But we who had to share the ship with such a demon in shape of man are glad to see him end his trip right back where he first began. Charlie's gone where there is no touch, and none of the crew will miss him much. Charlie's gone to where he was grown, living with others yet always alone. Charlie reached for someone's love, he never learned he must not use force. And underneath his velvet glove were talons of steel, of course, and lashing out at all the crew until his keepers had stopped his game. He never learned the things to do to merit the human name. Charlie's gone where there is no touch, and none of the crew will miss him much. Charlie's gone to where he was grown, living with others yet always alone. Charlie went back home today, we were not sorry to see him go. The magic tricks he chose to play made quite a remarkable show. Now he's left for a land of ghosts with no one reaching to him at all. He hurt his friends and killed his host, now no one will come at his call. Charlie's gone where there is no touch, and none of the crew will miss him much. Charlie's gone to where he was grown, living with others yet always alone, 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 alone.
I sit here in the dark, there's a comfort and it's soothing. Why does he always bring unhappy news? It's 3 hours since he came and now my soul is left a void. Until tonight I thought I had nothing more to lose. Why did you leave me, son, when I've worked so long and hard to keep you from his world? I can't believe your life so quickly forfeit to the race. I thought I raised you well. I didn't want you following his footsteps through the stars. Now you're gone, I'm left with just the memory of your face. Your life was lost in valor to save someone you love. Your death was quick, or so your father told me. Out on a newborn world we both strive to create. Oh, David, my son, why'd you have to be so brave and bold? How can you leave me, son, when I've worked so long and hard to keep you from his world? I can't believe your life so quickly forfeit to the race. I thought I raised you well. I didn't want you following his footsteps through the stars. Now you're gone, I'm left with just the memory of your face. I know your father grieves, for today he grieved with me. Even though I know the choice was yours, my child, I want to blame him so, though I know it's not your wish. There's no one I can count on to see me through this trial. Farewell, my only son. Your spirit wanders through the vast and lonely stars. I wish that I could see you just once more to say goodbye. I'll always love you so. And one day I am sure we'll be together once again. Until that time arrives, I will remember you and cry. Farewell, my only son. Your spirit wanders through the vast and lonely stars. I wish that I could see you just once more to say goodbye.
The last surviving daughter of a people now long dead. I stalked the sands in search of life. I spun a bitter web, and on that world you found me. I took substance from your wife. You tracked me down for vengeance, then you offered me my life. Oh, but all the shifting faces, are they part of what I am? Marks upon my soul, or just the drifting desert sand? Late at night it haunts me, all the fear I keep inside. I didn't want to kill, I didn't want to die. Your thoughts and words were strange to me, unlike any I had known. But you held out your hand to me, and I'd been so long alone. I caught you in the web I spun, but you entered willingly. I've lived your dream so long, I can no longer quite get free. Oh, but all the shifting faces, are they part of what I am? Marks upon my soul, or just the drifting desert sand? Late at night it haunts me, all the fear I keep inside. I didn't want to kill, I didn't want to die. Time became my enemy, our balance had been lost. You died beneath my trusted touch, and you never knew the cost. Now hunted through this alien place, no way to hide or leave. My tormentors have brought me down, too clever to deceive. Oh, but all the shifting faces, are they part of what I am? Marks upon my soul, or just the drifting desert sand? Late at night it haunts me, all the fear I keep inside. I didn't want to kill, I didn't want to die. I didn't want to kill, I do not want to die.
My love, they have done me wrong. No more may I sing your lovely song. The crew all swore I went on too long, so no more will I take you home, Kathleen. Kathleen, do they have the right to still my voice in the velvet night? The captain and crew, they have been so mean. No more may I sing of your charms, Kathleen. The captain swore he would have my hide if he heard my voice or my face he spied. But for too long I have been denied the joys of singing your song, Kathleen. Kathleen, do they have the right to still my voice in the velvet night? The captain and crew, they have been so mean. No more may I sing of your charms, Kathleen. When there's no one there, I creep silently with the greatest care to the Chateau Bay, where the echoes rare resound with the sound of your name, Kathleen.
Changed, still you're not to blame. Pain and darkness bind thy soul, vengeance lives aflame. For freedom we have fought, for freedom we have died. But when freedom lies in our grasp, you cast it aside. Why blame him for her demise? How could he know? Our world he left a paradise. Now desert winds blow. Though your pain is shared, I've watched my loved ones fall. We have a ship to explore the stars, yet you answer obsession's call. Your pets have caused too much pain. Your heart is cold as space. We've much to lose and worlds to gain, but her memory you can't erase. I'm sworn to you, my lord. My oath stands until death, but to go on living by the sword, does that make my life worthless? Where does anger end, my lord? When shall vengeance cease? Superior minds like yours, my lord, should work for lasting peace. But take him if you must, still spare his ship and crew. Though my life may turn to dust, to my oath I will be true.
Cavern of the ages has been broken, has been battered, and the unborn children cry in all my dreams. I cannot see tomorrow in the shattered shards of yesterday. My tears flood out in bleak, despairing streams. I cry for the lost, broken children. I weep for the last dying spark. And if only not call me demon in the dark. You broke into the caverns as a pirate after plunder, and the unborn children died as I stood by. What kind of heartless monsters would kill children without even tears? And yet you call me demon as you die. I cry for the lost, broken children. I weep for the last dying spark. word or cry. And as you train your weapons on my open back to fire again, I'm etching one last message, no kill I cry for the lost broken children. I weep for the last dying spark. And if only you could weep for the children, you would not call me demon in the dark.
Scotty was mine till the time that I found him with his engines. He wouldn't leave 'em. Sulu came along, loved him strong, that's what I thought. Me and Sue, that died too. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a criminal, stay true, won't play games behind me. I'll be what I am, solitary yeoman, solitary yeoman. Then I loved McCoy, but found no joy in southern comfort. Too many clamored for his bedside manner. The Admiral would smile for a while I was with him, that he was still wishing for his old commission. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a criminal, stay true and won't play games behind me. I'll be what I am, solitary yeoman, solitary yeoman, a solitary yeoman. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a criminal, stay true and won't play games behind me. I'll be what I am, solitary yeoman, solitary yeoman, a solitary yeoman.
Ain't it funny how death brings perspective on friends you've taken for granted? This old country doctor is finding it hard to dig up seeds long since been planted. Now a friendship takes many directions, and the facets in ours were unbounded. My teasing and prodding I can't help regret. My apologies, though, have been grounded. But a part of my soul has left me now, and that part may have been the most sturdy. Very few you dare to even call friend. Still, I don't think I'll ever feel worthy. You saved my life many a mission, and your logic helps still my emotion. But like a Georgian-made julep that's missing the mint, I'll long for your stoic devotion. Now the brandy does not go down easy, and the feelings, well, they're so hard to swallow. Touching and touched, I'll remember you such. Wherever you go, my thoughts follow. Goodbye, my friend. Oh.